Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to today's new release video. Today is a very exciting day because I have something totally brand new to share with you guys, and I have seriously been so excited to finally share it with you. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into it. I have the brand new focused planner to share with you. So a few things about this planner. This is an annual version of the hybrid layout. If you're not familiar with the hybrid layout, essentially it combines your week with your day. And so it's a very popular layout in my shop. A lot of people benefit from using it just because it kind of helps you focus, hence to the focused planner. But there's not a lot to this planner. It's focused for a reason. There's really not much fluff in it, and yet it's capable of doing so much. So let's go ahead and do a full walkthrough of the planner. And something a little bit different about this launch today is we do not have a portrait version of this planner currently. It is something that I am definitely working towards having for 2025, for January to December 2025. But for the mid-year, there just was not enough time. You'll see when we get inside the planner, but the pages are configured in a very unique way, and I was tinkering around with the portrait version. I couldn't get it exactly right, and so I just want to give myself some more time for that. So just wanted to mention that real quick. In 2025, we should definitely have a portrait version of it. That's something I'm going to be working on, but for today's launch, it'll be landscape only. So just wanted to mention that. Okay, so here is your cover. It is this really pretty off-white linen type of background. I love it. And then you've got a space here where you can title your cover. If you tap on that, it will open it up. Here is your home page. Your buttons are all going to be here on the left-hand side, and we'll go through all of those one by one in just a moment. But if you've used our planners before, you're probably pretty familiar with what most of those mean. But this is just a very clean home page. You have an overview of each month and its divider. So there are dividers for the months, but it's a little different. It's set up differently, and I'll show you in a minute because this is like a focus planner. So it's a little, I really worked on making it visually less overwhelming. So I still wanted to do an overview where you can kind of see which is in each divider for each month on the home page. And then you have 12 extra dividers down here, which are these really cute little folder files with the tabs. And I decided on 12 because there's one for each month. So if you wanted to do all of your budget stuff and your extra dividers, you could do that if you want to. So I decided on 12 for that reason, one for each month. And then you have access to the P2P vault, where you're going to find lots of freebies like mini calendars and cover labels and just different things like that. A link to our Facebook community and a link to the support and info page, which I'll show you in just a moment as well. So that's the home page. Everything is hyperlinked here. So if you tap on July, it's going to take you to the monthly view of July, and we'll come back to that in just a moment. The home button over here is going to take you back to that home page. If you ever want to close your planner, just tap over here on the right. You see where it highlighted that? If you tap on the right here, it's going to close it for you. Okay, so that's the home page, and then we have the annual page, which is the next button right here, is this little calendar. Oops, those are the templates. So on the annual page, very straightforward. You have each month here, and then you've got a little notepad as well as a little square here. So the squares fit the rounded square widget shapes perfectly. So you could put a widget here, you could put a picture here, you could do a color coding key, and then a little notepad just to jot whatever notes you want there. So that's the annual page. I love the 3D effect of the shapes, the white shapes, and just the clean look of that off-white paper background with the white shapes on top. I just love it. And then the rings that you see here are all silver. So that is the annual page. Again, I'm just smitten with this, you guys. my eyes really enjoy the clean look of this. And then you do still get templates with this planner because you're gonna get dividers for each month and you're gonna get dividers on the home page. The dividers are all a little bit more hidden and you'll see what I mean in just a moment. So if you don't wanna use any templates or anything like that, you don't need to worry about it at all. But I wanted to include them just in case you do want to use them. You can copy and paste these wherever you want throughout the planner. All very similar templates to what you've seen in the Hub 2.0 and the Prosper Planner, but the fonts are a little different, the background's different and everything like that. So we'll do a flip through of those in just a moment and I'll show you how they work and everything. Let's go ahead and pop over to the support and info page. On this page, you're gonna see step-by-step directions with screenshots of how to use the templates in your planner, so how to insert them behind dividers. It's very simple. You're just copy and pasting. There's also an Apple Calendar shortcut directions right here, as well as the link to activate your Apple Calendar integration. So you get Apple Calendar integration and Google. If you don't use it, you don't need to use it, but it's there in case you do want to use it. And then you're gonna find some information here. So you can find this YouTube video linked right here if you ever wanna see a closer walkthrough of it. Digital planning tutorials playlist. This is the folder where you can go to access your planner if you want to re-download it. And as it says, these products, I am very meticulous and I'm a perfectionist, I'm type A, but I'm also human and human errors do happen. So if you happen to find any errors in the planner, something's not working right, whatever it is, message me on Etsy and then I will fix it ASAP and I will put the updated version in this folder for you. And that's where you can download it again. And then if you have any questions, like I said, just message me on Etsy. There's a link there. And then also the fonts that are used in the planner, which is Breeze, which is the cursive. And then I'm not going to pronounce this right, Bodani maybe, 72, which is a default font in GoodNotes, just so you guys know. It's a pretty common one. So I love the look of it, and that's the print font you see. And then the light gray hex code is just F5, F5, F5. So all that information can be found on the support and info page. Okay, so now let's go ahead and take a look at how the months are all set up. So this is your month of July. I love this setup so much. So you've got your spiral at the top and your spiral links to a dashboard, which I'll show you in a moment. And as per usual, all of our planners will come in a like Monday start month with a Monday start week, a Sunday start month with a Monday start week, and then a Sunday start month with a Sunday start week format. So you'll receive all three of those formats in one purchase. So this is the Sunday start, Monday start in front of me just because that's what I prefer. So here's our calendar, pretty straightforward calendar here. It says July 2024 on the top, and then you've got your weeks, which these weeks are all linked to the weekly / daily page. And then you've got your space to plan out your month here. And then I also wanted to include some spaces to put widgets or pictures or, you know, whatever you want to do. The square shape widget, the rounded square will fit here, and then the vertical widgets will fit here as well. And we sell widget overlays in our shop. And then if you see a sticker kit with 2023 in front of it, there is a link to a big bank of widgets. There's over 100 of them, I believe, and you can download those too. So you could find some stickers you really like that you want to use, and then also download the widgets. And you've got a lot of basic ones, but we sell separate packs in our shop as well. So widgets will fit very nicely here. So you could put like monthly goals here. You could put a monthly habit tracker. You could put, you know, your picture of the month or what you're reading currently, however you want to do it. There's only one calendar per month. You can simply just duplicate this calendar. If you want a calendar for your personal stuff, a calendar for your work, a calendar to track your reading, whatever it may be, you can just duplicate this page and just flip through them if you want to. So that was the dashboard page. So this is the monthly. Like I said, if you tap on the rings, it's going to take you to your dashboard, or you can just swipe over, one of the two. So this is your dashboard. You're going to have your little mini calendar up here, and then you have a weekly overview and all the weeks link. Okay, so if you tap on any of these weeks here or the weeks here, they're going to go to that weekly page. And you could just put weekly overviews here. You could put like big events that are happening, or you know, if you're focusing on decluttering certain rooms, like during this week, let's work on decluttering this room, and this week that. You can use this in so many different ways, but it just gives a high level overview of each week of the month with the little calendar to reference the dates. A just very basic blank notepad where you can put whatever you want. A spot for another vertical widget here. And then these are the dividers here. So the only way to access the dividers is going to be through the month. And then also, let's go to a week, and then I'll go over the week in more detail. If you tap on the rings on a week, it's going to take you to that dashboard page as well. And then the dividers are all linked here, so if you tap on the tab, it's going to take you to the dividers, and this is set up to where it will highlight in that gray color which active divider you're in, so you can label them all and kind of know where you're at. If you tap back on July dividers here, it's going to take you back to that dashboard page. So that's how that works. That's just the dashboard, very basic, lots of functionality. And again, it's sort of hidden in a way. So if you don't have any need for this, you don't really need to worry about it. The only way again to access it is through the spiral rings on the week or the month. So that is that. So you're gonna see your month, your dashboard page, and then we get into the weeks. So there is one page per week, and I did that intentionally because you can set up your week, and then what you can do is you can create like a running to-do list for the week if you want, and each day just check some off, and then you can plan out your schedule for the day. Like you could erase this and reuse it each day, or if you're someone who really, really wants a dedicated page for each day of the year, then you can simply just duplicate this. Super easy to do. You just go to your thumbnails here, tap on this little arrow, hit duplicate, and it's going to add in another one there. And you would just know, okay, if I go to week 27, I just swipe through all my days of that week and everything. And I did that intentionally to decrease the bulk in the planner. And then also when you set up your week and you duplicate it, you don't have to worry about lassoing everything, which is something that you currently have to do in the hybrid layout for like the 1 month planners and stuff, is you copy everything with your lasso and then paste it onto the next page. This way you don't have to do that. You set it all up and then you duplicate as you want to, or you can just, like I said, create a to-do list for the week and then just reset your schedule each day. You've got a mini calendar here that is linked, and then you've got a spot for a vertical widget and a spot for a horizontal widget. I am probably gonna do, okay you guys, so this is the planner that has been tempting me to switch from the pieces system. I told you this is why. I'm just like already thinking of all the ways I could use this. It's just so functional. And I want to create some different, more like minimalist type of stickers for this too. I have so many fun ideas, but anywho, I'm getting ahead of myself. So the weather widget I feel like would be perfect here. You could do like a meal plan here and just have everything you need in one screen. You know, how easy is it to just make a to-do list for the week and then have all your events over here off to the side if you choose to do that. You could also put like a meal plan here or something if you want, but my thought was you would put in your events for each day, and then that helps you kind of build out your schedule over here. So that's how that would work. I am considering adding a morning, afternoon, evening block option. I know some people prefer that to like more of the time blocking, so let me know in the comments below if that's something you'd be interested in, and if it is, then I could add that to the 2025 lineup and everything. So but that's basically how this whole thing is set up. Your schedule over here is going to go from 5 all the way to 11 as per usual. I don't label it AM or PM, so that way if you are more of an overnight and your day starts at 5 p.m. you have that, so a nice generous amount of time that you can work with. And then you've got this blank space here, which is another great space for whatever. But lots of space for all the things, but I feel like it's not overwhelming to the eye. You know what I mean? Like you're able to kind of compartmentalize it with everything kind of set up this way, at least in my brain and for my eyeballs. That's how it kind of works. But as I mentioned, you tap on the rings here, that takes you back to the dashboard. Anytime you're on a page and you have a mini calendar, if you tap on the month, it's going to take you back to that month, and then you can move to any week just by tapping the week and everything. You can also access the weeks through these buttons up here, and this will also also let you know which week you're in. So this is week 29 of July. And yeah, so that's how it's all set up. So your month is gonna go, just to kind of go through it again. I did add a weekly page to this, so just keep that in mind. So there's the month, the dashboard, and then all the weekly pages. There's an extra one now in this one, and then all your divider pages, and then you're gonna jump right into your next month. So that is how that all is set up. And then, as I mentioned, if you tap over here, it's gonna close it. When you're on your home page here, this is where you're gonna find all your extra dividers, and they go from left to right. So you can see it, the gray box is moving left to right, and it's exactly the same on here. So it's gonna go left to right as far as how everything is linked and all of that. Now let me show you the templates. We'll do a flip through of the templates. So if you're already familiar with our planners, you've seen these before, but for anyone new, I wanna go ahead and flip through them. You're gonna get some main categories here. So there's annual templates, monthly templates, and then we have finance, memory keeping, papers and backgrounds, and then lifestyle and miscellaneous. So we'll start with annual. You're gonna see a July 2025 to June 2026 calendar. So you could pop this right behind the other annual calendar if you wanna kind of plan ahead and all of that. I think that's something I would probably do, because I like to plan our school year ahead and everything. So there's that, just dated, ready to go for you. And then there's annual goals, where you can rate how you're doing in various areas, and you can write out or put pictures of all your goals, and then a big spot for notes. And like I said, the fonts have changed in this. And then what I thought was a really cool effect is like having that off-white paper background and then having the fill be white on top. It just gives it a really clean, nice look. Then there's annual review. So at the end of the year, you can rate how you're doing, put more notes, your wins, challenges, what worked well, what can be improved, and then also write in some of your favorite memories from the year. Annual tasks. So these are ones, annual ones are great ones for those extra dividers on the home page too. So there's annual tasks. Year at a glance. So this is July to June, and you can put whatever you want here. You could put, you know, your steps for the day or however you want to do it. Year at a glance for, this is a different format. So this is all 12 months, and this is 6 months at a time. And then year in photos. So there's 12 spots for 12 different photos. So a photo for each month. I love that one for memory keeping. Year in pixels, so you can just color code the boxes down here. There's a spot for notes, and then you could use this for weather or mood or reading, whatever you want to do. And then we get into the monthly template. So this is monthly goals set up the same as the annual. And then there's a plot graph. So this is really great for, like, you know, if you're tracking your hours that you slept or how much water you drink or whatever it is, you can kind of do your little plot points. So you could color those in. My pen is very thin, so it's not really showing up, but you get the gist. You can just kind of put in your dots and connect them and kind of have a plot graph. So those are really fun. And then there's space up here where you can label it and everything. So there's 31 days, 30 days, 29, and 28. So you can use those for any month. And then you've got your monthly review, which is the same as the annual review. Monthly tasks. 1 line per day. So this is really great for journaling if you just want to put in like your favorite memory of the day or what you're grateful for. So there's 31 days, 30 days, 29, and 28. And then 1 photo per day. So if you want to track like your memory keeping this way, I think this is really cute. So 31 days, 30 days, 29, and 28. And then there's your finance stuff. So this is the annual financial overview where you can track your income, bills, expenses, debt, savings, giving, and credit score for each month of the year. A bill tracker, so you can put in the bill, the due date, the amount, check off if it's auto pay or not, and then mark off when it's paid throughout the year. Your budget plan, so this is a general budget plan. You can use this for so much. You could even use this for paycheck budgeting, but there is a paycheck budget in the templates as well. So just your income, miscellaneous expenses, bills, expenses, and then your summary down here, and a spot for your goals. I don't know if I said that or not. And income, I don't know if I said that either. But budget plan, a debt tracker where you can put the account, the beginning balance, minimum payment, interest rate, any notes, and then mark off, you know, when you're paying it and everything, what the balance is. And then here's the paycheck budget. So income, bills, expenses, sinking funds, savings, debt, a big summary chart here, and a spot for notes. And then you can color in if it's paycheck 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. Then there's a savings tracker where you can put the account, the goal, the notes, and then track in what you're taking out and what you're putting in and everything. Sinking funds and transaction logs. So you put all your sinking funds over here and then the transactions over here for each sinking fund. A subscriptions tracker. So the annual total, monthly total, grand total, notes, and then all the subscriptions, marking if it's annual or monthly, if it's auto renew, the amount, all that good stuff. A transaction log. This is just a general one if you want to track your transactions out of a specific account. So there's a spot to put the account, a key, notes, and then a big old transaction log right here. So this is very similar to like a check register. Then a weekly check-in for 4 weeks of the month as well as 5 weeks of the month. So you could put like your groceries and household items, entertainment, whatever else, cash envelopes, things like that. You could track here week to week and kind of see how you're doing in each category. And then we get into the memory keeping section. So this is the first template. There's 7 of them all together. So there's spots where you can put all your pictures and make cute collages. This one, it's labeled if you want to crop your photos in the photo tool. It's labeled what the ratios are and everything, and you can create some really fun collages using these templates here. I love them. And we have new scrapbook stickers available in the shop that I'm hoping to create more and more kits for and stuff, but that we can add color or text and all that kind of stuff. I have a whole video about our memory keeping stuff, so definitely check that out on the new releases playlist. And then we get into the papers and backgrounds. This is just a plain background, and you guys can probably see it's got that paper-like texture in the back, and it's sort of off-white, so I really love that. Then there's a chalkboard, a cork board, the dot grid, the graph, a kind of craft paper background, and then lines, and a little notepad here as well with the wood background. And then we get into the lifestyle and miscellaneous. So there's a 30-day challenge here. So if you do like 30 days of no sugar or 30 days of reading or whatever it may be, you have a spot where you can put what the challenge is, the start date, end date, what your reward is. You can put a picture there or write it in, your why, and then when I want to give up, I will. And then a spot for your 30 days to like put a happy face or a check mark or however you want to mark it. But there's that. And then there's Bible study, so the book of the Bible, the chapters that were read, the author, summary of the chapters, standout verses, prayer, and notes. And then there's these bookcases here. Oh, and by the way, any title or top of the page is going to take you back to your main templates, just so you know, or you can always tap on this one here. But that's part of the reason I love the template system, is that all these links still work, so it just makes navigation so easy. And I'll show you how to use these in just a moment too. So bookcases, so you can mark the rating and put your book covers here. These are made to where you can put a little book cover on top and it looks really, really cute. And then you got the bookshelves there, so I love that one. A brain dump, so you have 4 different main categories as well as a big old checklist. So you can just dump out whatever you need to on this page. A contacts list. And then currently, so currently wearing, listening, watching, learning, wanting, working on, reading, excited for, loving, and feeling. I feel like I did not go over this very well. Name, phone, email, address. So pretty basic, just a contacts list. And you can duplicate and use as many of those as you want. But yeah. And then the currently, which I think is fun, you could put pictures in each box or you could write it in, however you want to do it. And then a follow-up tracker, so who you need to follow up with, why, when, if you're gonna call, text, email, or meet in person, and then any notes here. A font inventory, so font inventory was something that a lot of people wanted to see. So you've got 4 categories here, another category here, so you could put, you know, your most popular fonts, some holiday fonts, your favorite print fonts, favorite cursive fonts, however you want to do it. Gifts to buy, so the name of the person, the occasion, gift ideas, stores, and then the budget actual and purchased. A goal setting page, so the goal, your why, the goal date, your action steps, step 1, 2, and 3, and then a little breakdown of each of those steps down here just to kind of check off, and then some notes right here. Make a list. This has always been a very popular page because if you are a list maker, this is like a dream page. You can make lists for everything. You could do your AM routine, your PM routine, your Sunday reset routine, your skincare routine, whatever you want to do, or you could have lists for like home and work and packing lists, whatever lists that you need to make. There's lots of room for them. And then a master task tracker, so this is going to be your annual tasks, monthly, seasonal, weekly, and daily all in one space. So if you want to kind of fill all this in and then mark it off as it's being done, you're all good to go. A meal plan and grocery list, so breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, a grocery list over here, and then Monday through Sunday right there. A media tracker, so the date, the title, the type of media, the rating you gave it, and any notes. So what you're watching, listening to, all that kind of stuff. And then meeting notes, so the date, the time, the location, subject, attendees, any action items and all that good stuff, the agenda, any notes here. And then a mind map. This is really fun for if you're planning out a project or anything like that. Another great like brain dump option, but you get a little bit more like broken down and organized with this one. So I love this. And then a movie tracker, so you can put in your movies and ratings there. P2P inventory, so any products purchased from our shop, your order number, the description of the product, marking off if it was downloaded, and then notes if you want to mark in like where you saved it and things like that. Because I know with technology and saving lots of files and documents, it can sometimes get confusing. So this kind of helps you keep it organized and know what you purchased. And then a passwords one, so this is going to have your website and app, the username, the password, so you can put this wherever you want in your planner, tuck it away in like a more secret space if you want. So, and then project planning, so you've got your project, start date, due date, completed on, progress bar where you can kind of use a highlighter and mark where you're at with your progress. A big box here where you can do like sort of a vision board or bring in pieces of how you want it to look or whatever you want to do there. And then the budget, the tasks involved, and then notes down here. And then quarterly planning, so each quarter broken down for you with important dates, goals, and notes. A routines, so your weekly routines here, say you have like a workout schedule that you follow, or you do like the themed meal plan like Taco Tuesday and Meatless Monday and you know, that sort of thing. So you can put those in, and then there's big old checklists as well. And then sermon notes, so the date and time, the speaker, the topic, any notes, and then main takeaways and key verses, application, and prayer. And then we have special event. So we have the event here. You can put in like, again, a little vision board and stuff like that, a guest list, the task, the shopping list, notes, and then a little menu for the event. So that's really fun if you're planning like a birthday party or you know, like a bunko night or whatever you're planning, you would have that to reference and kind of plot it all out. And then we have task flow where you can write in just all your tasks and you can move them to in progress and complete over here. I personally use this page to mark products that I want to create. So anytime I think of a product for the shop, I write it on this list and then I move it over to in progress and complete, and I kind of keep track of things that way. It really helps me out. And then travel plans, so the destination, the departure, return, transportation information, packing list, accommodations, budget, activities and excursions, and then a little spot for notes here as well. So if you've got a trip 1 month, that's the other thing I really love about this is that you don't have a travel page that's already put in for every single month, or whatever it might be. Like your planner can just meet you where you're at. So if you're traveling in a specific month, copy and paste this behind one of your dividers for that month, and then you're good to go. You have all of that ready to go. So that is the travel plans. And then the TV show tracker, so the show, the season, the episode, the date you watched it, the platform you watched it on, the rating, and then notes. Weekly tasks, so Monday to Sunday. A wellness tracker, so I try to keep this very universal: health statistics, sleep, water intake, food intake, activity, notes. So if you're doing WW points or macros or calories or whatever, that's open for you to do whatever you want. Same thing with health stats. You could track your weight here if you want, or your blood pressure, your blood sugar, whatever it is that you track, your measurements. So very open to using it however you wish, but you got that big chart for the week that you can track all that if that's important to you. And then when did I last? So you can put in, like, you know, switching out the air filters. I did that last time in August, so I need to do that in whatever, I think it's like every few months or something. I don't know, Andrew does it, but I should probably find that out. But yeah, so you can do like, when did I last switch out my toothbrush heads or whatever it is, and then kind of mark that off. Or when did I last get a checkup with the doctor, you know, that sort of thing. And then a wish list, so anything that you wish to get, you can write in that it's purchased, the item, the store, the price, and any notes about it as well. Like, oh, this item goes on sale during this time, so I'm gonna wait to purchase it then, type of deal. And then there's the support and information page there. Now, just to share with you how to use these templates. So as I said, I would probably copy and paste this annual page behind my other annual page. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna navigate to that template, hit these 3 circle little dots up here, hit copy page, and then navigate to where I wanna put it. So I wanna put this behind my annual page here. So I'm gonna tap on that button to get to the annual page, make sure I'm on that, hit the plus symbol up here, and then make sure after is selected and hit paste page. And then that way I know, now when I go to my annual section, hit my little annual button, if I swipe over, there's the next year right behind there. Let's see, let's do another one behind a divider. So let's see. What do I want to use? Maybe when I'm reading, but I would do that more on an annual basis, because honestly, I take forever to read books. Again, you'd hit these 3 little circles, hit copy page, and then I want to paste this behind a divider on my home page. So what you would do is you could use your text tool, or you could write it in, however you want to do it. But I could do, let's see, in that same font, the Bodani, I could do bookshelves. And I'm gonna actually do this in all caps, bookshelves. And then you could just put that there. And if you want, you could put a little icon of a book or something there too. I might work on some like more minimalist type of icons too that you guys can use for your labels here, but also, or for your tabs here, but also in our sticker kits, we include a ton of icons and things like that. So there is a like more grayscale black and white type of kit, and that would look really nice in here. Or if you want some color, of course, you could bring in color too. But so you're gonna put bookshelves here, and then now I know, okay, I'm going to navigate, or actually let me copy that, because what you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna wanna label the divider itself too. So now I'm gonna turn my pen tool off to activate the links, and then I'm gonna tap on that tab there, and I'm going to label this bookshelves. I had to go and recopy the template, by the way, because I copied this one over, so just FYI, you may want to label everything first and then grab your templates, or just put your templates in and then label after, however you want to do it. But anyways, so I went and copied the bookshelves again, and now I'm going to hit this plus sign up here, make sure after is selected, and paste the page. And now I have my bookshelves, and I can just duplicate this as much as I need, kind of fill it up throughout the year. And now if I want to see, you know, what I read for the year, all I would have to do is access it through my home page here. So I think that is really fun. And then if you want to do something a little bit more month specific, so let's say I want to do my paycheck budget, that's something that I would use. I'm going to hit these 3 dots up here, hit copy page, and then I'm going to go to July, tap on here, or again, you can just swipe over too. And then I'm gonna put that under my first one here. So I'm gonna tap on the tab, hit the plus sign here, and then paste the page after that. So that is now after my first divider there. And like I said, what you can do is then use your text tool. And I'm gonna do Bodani, and we're gonna do paycheck, all caps. Paycheck budgets. And then I can just move that right here. I can resize it if I want. And then I think some little icons would be really cute there. And then what I'll do is I'll just copy that, turn my pen tool off to activate the links, hit the tab, and then come over here and paste, and then put that right there. And now that is all good to go. And I know when I go to that divider, I just swipe over and there's my templates. And I can just, again, duplicate this for each paycheck of the month and all that kind of stuff. So that's how you would use the templates. It's totally up to you. You don't have to use any. Like I said, I tried to make it to where it's pretty hidden. You know, you have to go to the home page specifically to use these ones, and then like these dividers, and then you have to go to your dashboard to access these over here. And there's 4 dividers per month and then 12 overall for the home page. So, and you could do like January reading, February reading, and just have a bookshelf for each divider, or you can put them all back to back behind a divider. It's really up to you. However, it, you know, whatever makes your brain happy and everything. But anyways, that is the focused planner, you guys. I am so excited for this one. This one is like really making me want to switch. I just love the clean look of it. I love how everything is pretty like compartmentalized, you know? It's just very functional, but there's also plenty of space too to kind of decorate, use stickers and all that kind of stuff too. So the options are really limitless with this. I think some transparent deco would look really cute, like kind of cropped down. You could use colored widgets on these if you wanted to as well. There's so much you could do. So maybe I'll do a plan with me here pretty soon using this. Well, once July starts, I'll do a plan with me, or I could do a mock plan with me. That would work too, just to kind of show you guys how I would use it in action. But I'm just already, my brain is thinking about all the possibilities, all the things I could do with this. And it's just very focused. I feel like it helps my brain focus. Like, here is the month, and then I don't know, just the way it's broken up. So anyways, I felt something like more minimalist was needed in the shop. I definitely for a while now have wanted to do an annual version of the hybrid, just because it's a very popular layout and it's helped a lot of people, and so I felt like an annual version of it would be helpful. And I wanted something just exactly like this, and so I'm really excited about it. But again, it's gonna come in landscape only for now, and then in 2025, we're working on getting a portrait version of it done too. I just have to kind of tinker around and figure out how I want everything laid out, which takes time, and I just ran out of time. I didn't want to rush it because I wanted it to look just right. Just right for you guys. So, but yeah, that is it for this one. I hope you enjoyed the full walkthrough of the new P2P focused planner. If you feel like this planner would work really well for you, let me know. I'm just really excited to see what you guys end up doing with this. I think it's another great annual option. I want to have a couple annual options in the shop, and then a couple like 1-month planners and quarterly planners. I want to have different options. I know there is such a thing as too many options, but at the same time, I want to make as much as I can because want it to work for you, if that makes sense. Like there's the Pieces system, there's the Prosper Planner, there's this Focus Planner, there's gonna be more coming for 2025. There's a lot of 1 month planner options. So I'm working on streamlining things, but also making sure there's plenty of options available for you guys, because everyone has just different planning styles, different needs, and all that kind of stuff. And I've been getting requests for a while now of, you know, doing something more like minimalist and everything. And so I feel like that this fits that bill. It's just so, I mean, it's a smaller planner. There's not a lot to it, but like I said, it's also still so capable of doing so much too. So I really love it. I hope you guys do as well. So that's it for this one. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Be sure to subscribe if you have not already done so. That way you can catch all of our videos in the future. We come out with a couple videos every single week, digital plan with me's, new releases, budget videos, all the fun things, so you don't want to miss that. Definitely join our Facebook community. You're going to find lots of inspiration in our Facebook community and support. I absolutely love our little group on Facebook, so definitely join us there if you have not already done so. There's links in the description box down below. And then I will see you all on Friday for another budget video. So, oh, and I wanted to mention too real quick, next week, so normally we release 3 new sticker kits on the first Wednesday of the month and then to done products on the second Wednesday. We are flip-flopping that. So you're actually going to see the next round of to done products next Wednesday. And then the other 3 kits will come right after that. Doing that because our schedules just changed with my husband going back to work and stuff. So I needed to give him more time for things, and that will work out really nicely. So you guys are gonna see our next to done product lineup next Wednesday, which is really exciting. It's super cute, so don't want to miss that for sure. But that's it for this one. Again, I hope you're having a wonderful week, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Bye.